Good day guys, being here. Previously we did some box cutter exercise, and today we're going to model a rainwater head. Okay, so now let's go. So use Google, and so here are some example of rainwater head, and so let's have a look. So maybe this one, so VBA, so Victoria Building Authority. So looks like this is quite a standard one. So I think so. Let's model this one. Okay. So okay. So let's do it. So first, let's go create a family. So I think you have some different options. You can model it as a face based because it will be placed on face, or you can wall based. You can use wall based, but I think if it's wall based, it will be limited on wall. So you can also just model a generic model and make it you don't need to place on the wall. You can just place it like it's a standalone family. So which one we choose? Maybe let's just model it a generic model, because we can still make it. So if we go to properties, you can still check the Wordplan based, which means you can still make it act like a face-based family. Okay, so let's do it. So now this is floor plan, because we're going to use, so let me just check this Wordplan based. So because we are going to use Wordplan based option, so imagine this is the face of a wall. Okay, so this is wall, and so we are going to draw this instead of draw it in the elevation, we're going to draw it on floor plan. Okay, so now let's first try to, so if I go have a look at this, so we will need to, so this is box cutter, so we're going to just model this part. Okay, so let's go, maybe I'll just do a screenshot of this. So maybe I'll just do it like this. So what we're going to do is we are going to model it, we'll stop it here. So it will be so this here. So you can so this is overflow. You can just create an opening like this if you wanted to, and then do this, and maybe you can have that, and of course downpipe. So we're going to model it something like this. Okay, so let's go back to Revit. So first I'm going to just draw some reference plans. We don't really need to know all the dimensions because we are going to add parameters. Okay, so let's have a look again. So, and also you will notice that there is a 25 mil. So this is the distance between the box cutter and the overflow. So overflow will always be 25 mil lower than the box cutter. So let's make this line. So let's consider this reference line as the level of the box cutter. So what we need is another reference plane, and I'll just put 25 in it. So I'll just lock this one so it will stay at 25. I'm not sure if this one can be can be different. So I'm not sure if this is the minimum. So maybe you can become lower. Okay, so maybe you can have 50 or 30 or 40 or 50, but 25, I think 25 should be the minimum. So because to make sure, so when there's too much water here, so the water won't go back to the box cutter. So 25, I'll just leave it as is. I'm not going to create a parameter, so you can if you wanted to. So now we need to add another one. So this one, I'll call this the depth of depths. Okay, so I'll call it depths. Rainwater head. So rainwater head depths. And let's just use type parameter. And also it will be a height. So I'll just dimension this one. So it will be rainwater head height type parameter. So let me change the scale a little bit. Yep. And then di. So first I want a equal, and then another one will be the width. Okay, so this one will be rainwater head width, and the width, the rainwater head width will I think, let's have a look. Rainwater head width will always equals the width of box cutter. Okay, so for example, you have a 300 box cutter, so you always have a 300. I think at least. So you probably you can have, if you want to, you can have a wider, but you can't have a smaller, narrower rainwater head than the box cutter. So if you have 500 box cutter, you need to have a high 500 rainwater head. So this, so currently all the dimension is very huge, but I'll just leave it. Okay, so for now, so we can change it later, or you can just go to here. So for example, we can change this. So for 300 height, I'll just put in maybe 150. Sorry, 150, and depth. Maybe let's make it 250, for example. Apply. Yep, that's it. So maybe we can just drag them closer. Okay. Okay, so now we need, and let's have a look. And we also need the width of the overflow. Okay, so see, this is the highest point of the overflow. Hang, the lowest or the highest? Yeah, the highest. And dimension equal, and dimension again. So this will be the let's just call it overflow width. Okay, and then and also we need a height of the overflow. So it will be start from this to here. So this will be the height of the overflow. Okay, so and then these are all the under elevation. So now you can roughly tell the shape. So this is the rainwater head, and this is the overflow. Okay, and then we will need to do the depths. So if we go to, so for example, left, and then so we can create a parameter here. Oh, sorry, a reference plane here, and just add a dimension, and this will be the rainwater head depths. And okay. Oh hell. Oh, we used that depth for the elevation. So what do we call this? Maybe maybe this one should be depth. So let's go back to rename that depth. So what do we call this? Rainwater head. Yeah. Rainwater head. Maybe call this height 1. So this will be the height. Yeah, it's a little bit confusing, but let's try to, this is the depth. So the rainwater head will be the shape like if I do a screenshot. So this is, we are now looking from the left hand side of the rainwater head. So this is rainwater head, and the downpipe will be like this, and then the gutter will be gutter is here. Oh, no, sorry. Gutter is this line. Okay, so gutter is here. So water go down there, and then overflows here. Overflow, and the water go down there. Okay, so now we are going to call this depth. So I know it's a little bit confusing, but just bear with me. So okay, and then maybe we can make it just make it maybe 250. So for example, now let's go back to floor plan, so we can start to model this thing up. Okay, so it's you have a few options to model this one. You can do extrusion from this side, this floor plan. I think, let me think. Let's try to find a easier method for this one. Okay, so maybe let me think. Okay, so maybe it's easier to do, let's go a view from here, looking this direction. So I think it should be back. And then maybe we can just do it like this. So so now this is actually looking from the top of the rainwater head. So we can do extrusion. So for this family, I'm not going to add any thickness parameter for it. So I'll just pretend, I'm not sure normally what the thickness of these metals is. So I'll just make it maybe, let's make it 2 millimeter. Okay, so first we just draw this the sketch and locked onto the reference plane. So we are now looking from the top of this rainwater head, and I'll just roughly draw another one here, and then we can select this and just type in 2. So same here, just type in 2. So if you want to use different thickness, you can just type in the number. And then of course I want to let me just TL so we can see thin lines. So I'll just add some dimension, because I don't want to create a parameter for this thickness. So, and then we just need to add some dimension and lock this dimension. Okay. Oops. So I think if you wanted to, you can still select them and create a parameter for the thickness, but I'll just leave it. So I'll finish and go to floor plan. So now we are looking at this rainwater head from the, imagine this is a wall, facing the wall. Okay, so, and then we just need to lock this onto this reference plan, and then this one, same, I'll just lock it here. So now we have, so if we go to 3D view, you will see this is a box without the one side. We just need to add another side here and open up overflow here. So now let's go to this time, let's go to actually we can just pick a work plan of this work plan and do another extrusion for the bottom of this Rainwater Head. So let's do this. So set work plan, pick a plan, and okay, pick this reference plan, and Revit will ask you which view you want to go to. So I'll just go to front view, and okay, and then I'll just do an extrusion rectangle. So we can just start from this corner to this corner, and I think this should be fine. Although usually I won't recommend you to lock geometry onto geometry, but for this one I think it should be fine. And also I'll just type in 2mm for the thickness. So now once I finish, let's go to 3D view, and you should be able to, let's change it to shade SD. So you will see this is it. This is the extrusion. So now we can, if you want to, you can join them. So okay, so you will not see those lines between these two extrusions. So now we have this. This is the bottom of the box color. So now we can go back to floor plan and we can create a void. Okay, I also want to set the work plan first. So I'm going to go to front. So this void I'll just place it on this reference plan. So go create, set work plan, pick a plan. Okay, pick this reference plan, and then go back to the floor plan. So now we can create an extrusion, void extrusion, and then start from the top of this reference plan. So this, and down to this one, so which is 25 below the box cutter. Okay, so and lock, and lock. So it only needs to be 2 because the thickness of this is 2. So now let's go to 3D view. So it's not automatically cutting this, so we can just cut. Oh, hang on. It looks like it's going up instead of down, so maybe -2. Okay, and then it should all automatically cut. So now this is the overflow. So of course, if you want to create an extrusion, so you can. Okay, so you can. Let me just have a look of this. So if you want to create, something like this to extend that a little bit, so you can just have a hole. That's still okay, but yeah, I think you probably know what I'm talking, but I think this should be okay. And then it looks like that's too deep. Maybe we can just reduce the depth. So instead of 250, yeah, that looks nicer, better. And then we just need to add a downpipe. Okay, so and let's go to the front view, I believe, and then we just need to add a downpipe. So I'll just create a reference plan. Oops, sorry, DI dimension. So this is the wall face. So this will be the offset of the downpipe. So we can create a parameter. Let's call it DP offset and type and okay. So usually, depending on the size of the downpipe, so you just need to control this. So for example, if you have a 90 mil diameter, it will be, so roughly 50 will be fine, I think. And then we can just create a downpipe. So first I want to go to floor plan first, and then I want to set the work plan. So go create, set work plan, place a plan, okay, and place it here. Okay, so now go to, so either back or front should be the same, and I'll go to view. So now we can create a extrusion, and let's do a circle and start from here. So roughly, so that's it. And then we can create a parameter, and so you can create a parameter. So for example, downpipe radius and type, okay. And yeah, you can just make a solid. I don't think it's an issue. It will be an issue. And if you wanted to, you can also you can do this. So you can also add another circle, so it will become a pipe, of course. So let's do another circle, but you won't be able to dimension the between these two different. So you can only add another radius, and you can call it let's call it R2. So this will be another radius, and then so what you can do is you can, for R2, you can use so the downpipe radius, so minus, so whatever the thickness of the downpipe will be. So for example, I'll just -1, and then it will have this thickness. Oh, sorry, if it's 1, if I -1, that will be minus 0.5. Yeah, so if you want this the thickness of the downpipe to be 1, I think you need to minus, oh hell, if it's radius, that's fine. So it's correct, 1. And then finish it, so it will be a pipe. And then we can go back to floor plan. Where is it? It's here. It's here. So we just need to, instead of use this for the parameter, so we can probably just do a reference plan and add a dimension and just add, so this one will be downpipe length. Okay, so this one probably needs to be instance, because each one might have different length depending on where you place it. So then just select that extrusion, so which is here, drag it down. So I'll just lock this onto this reference plan, and I'll lock this down to here. So we can just change this to make it longer for now. So maybe 2400, for example. And maybe if you want to, you can still add a hole. So let's go to front. So you can create a void. So for example, just start from here to there. And I think I'll just link this to the R2. So where is that? Here. And then, okay. So I'll just have a test to see what happens if I move this reference plane, because I didn't constrain it. So I'll see. Yes. Although there's no constraint, but it still follows this reference plan, because Revit think this is very close to this one. Okay, so it's good. And also, if you want to, you can add a formula for this offset, because sometimes when you change the size, you don't want to manually change this one. So you can use the radius and then add. So maybe we can, I'll show you. So you can probably just DP offset, just use the DP radius, add a little bit distance. So for example, 5, and then anytime you change this radius. So for example, if I change it to 50, it will offset, it will increase offset. So make sure there's a little gap there. The gap stays the same. So okay, so yeah, I'm not quite sure how. So there might be some standard there. So yeah, if I am wrong, please let me know. Okay, so the void, it's not cutting there. That's okay. Let's just HH this. It looks like it go to the wrong direction, so we just type in -2 and it will cut a hole here. So now HR, this is our Rainwater Head. So you can adjust this so it looks like too, tall. Maybe hard to change it to 200. Yeah, I think that looks better. And that's it. So this is a generic model Rainwater Head. So usually I will keep this one Rainwater Head or Downpipe as generic model because you can cut them. So if you change to plumbing fixture, you won't be able to cut the downpipe. You will always see the whole Rainwater Head. Okay, so now let's load this into the project. And because it is a Wordplan based, so you will see if I place this one, it looks like, oh, hang on, looks like we forgot one option. So let me just place it here. So go to Edit Family. So uncheck the always vertical. Okay, so always vertical, and load this back and override. So now if I CS create similar, so you will see it works just like the face-based family. So we can just place it. So for example here, and then that's it. Okay, so and also it won't automatically cut the hole here. So if you want to cut a hole on this wall, you can create a void. So let's do it. So edit family. So and also because this is it's a generic model with work plan based, it's not a face based family. It will not automatically cut a hole on the wall. Okay. So what we can do is go to floor plan. So we just need to create a void, not cutting anything. Okay, so it need to be the pink color or orange color. So create void extrusion. So and then so because this reference plane is level of the color, so we're going to just create from here, I think. Okay, so and then I think I'll lock this, and I'm not sure about this. Maybe what we can do is we can just create a dimension from this, so which is the level of the box color. And so I'll just call this, create a parameter called void height. Okay, so I think this void height should be at least minimum same to with a minimum height of the box color height. Okay, so maybe instance and okay, and okay. So now let's go to 3D view. So we just need to looks like it need to be here. So maybe go to front view. So try to select this void. So see this orange color. So edit Wordplan. So pick a plan and okay. Pick this reference line. So all the level I think should be the same. Let's just pick this level. See this dash dot. So this is level. If you tab, this is reference plane. Okay, so I think should be the same. So I'll just pick this level, and then so see this void is here. Currently there's it's only 2 mil. Depending on how thick the wall is. Okay, so I'll just type in 500 should be enough. Okay, so there's a 500 void. So see, this is a orange color, so this is correct because we don't want to cut any of this box cutter. If you cut anything on this box cutter, you won't see this void. Okay, so remember, if you want to use this void to cut a wall, so it can't it can't cut any of this model, so it needs to be this color. Okay, and then here, so this is also very important, so you need to have this option checked, so cut with voids when loaded. Okay, so this will allow you to cut a hole, use this family. Okay, so now we can load. Oh, hang on. Oh, I think we have some issue here. Although we have this one, we still need to create a hole here. Yes. So it looks like we still need another void, because if we cut this Rainwater Head with this void, we won't be able to use this void to cut the wall. So let's go back to floor plan, and now we just need to create another one. Okay, so create void extrusion box, and then so once again, so I'm going to just draw it from this point and to roughly, now I try to use with different height, so and lock, and I'll do another dimension for this one, and this one I'll use the same height, so which is void height. Okay, so and okay, but this one I want this to cut this Rainwater Head. So where is it? Oh, it's here. So that's fine. So we can just go to front, for example. Still have this one selected. Edit Wordplan. Pick a plan. Okay. Pick this level, and then instead of 2, type in -2. And now if we go to 3D view, you will see there will be a hole on this Rainwater Head, and also you can change this void height. So for example, if I change this to 120, you will see both this opening and this void will change. Okay, so now we can load this into the project and overwrite. So okay, so now you will see it won't. So if I HH this Rainwater Head, there's no hole opening on this wall. What you need to do is you need to use this cut, click on the wall, and click on this Rainwater Head. So now if I HH, so you will see there's a opening. Okay, so connect to. So now what you can do is you can just go to so for example, go to elevation, or the what's this? A roof, just hide it. You can change to wireframe to try to align. So for example, roughly, so that's it, align to the gutter. And then so let's have a look against SD. So this Rainwater Head is connecting to the down gutter, and sometimes you might I think that's all good. Yeah, I was thinking, you might need to cut that wall, but I don't think we need, because we just start from this side. And yeah, and then let's have a look. So if you want to make it wider, so you can just, so this is instance parameter, so you can change the height of the void, so you can make it higher, make the opening higher, see? And also you can change the length, the length of this, so make it longer. Okay, and also you can change the size of this Rainwater Head. So for example, if your gutter is wider, so you need to match the width. So so for example, 400. Okay, And also you can change the let's change this, so 200, go up higher, maybe this one will be make it deeper, and also the depth of that, so you can change this one. Okay, and then offset, overflow width, so which is this opening here. So yeah, depending on your local regulation, I think something you need to make sure it complies. Okay, so probably there's a minimum size of all these stuff. So downpipe radius, yeah. Downpipe offset is will automatically calculate. So yeah, maybe this one and this one shouldn't be here, so it should go to other group. So for example, you can do this offset because there's a formula, so you can just put them. So I usually just do this, put them under others, other. So oops, where is it? Oh, other. Okay, and okay, load this into the project, and then that's it. So now this time, so they are here, so just hiding there. Okay, so that's it. Yeah, if you, and also another thing I just want to show you. So on the ground floor, you will see this is gutter. Okay, so you will see this cutting you won't see the rainwater head because the cutting plane of this view range is lower than that rainwater head. So you're cutting the down pipe. This is because this is a generic model, it's cuttable. And if you change this to a plumbing fixture, and override, so you will see the entire family. Now it's not cuttable, so you will see the entire family here. Okay, and then that's it. If you have any question, please let me know, and I'll see you next time. Yep, change it to generic model, not this one. Generic model, and oh good. Yep. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye. Sorry, I just noticed that I made a mistake. So when we create a void, so it should be there. So this level is the overflow. So if we go to floor plan, so see if you look at this, so this is a void, it need to be here. So let's just edit extrusion, select this edge, unlock, drag this up and lock. The same, finish this, and there's another one, so another void which we use to cut the wall. So same, edit extrusion, select this one, unlock this and drag this up to that. So this level is the box cutter level. So now finish. So let's have a look in 3D view, and yes, that's it. So the opening is higher than the overflow. The overflow will be 25 mil lower than that. So now if we load this into the project, and we just probably need to go to the elevation again, wireframe, and have a look. So where's gutter? So gutter is this one. So you will see the highest point here, lowest point here, and then the downpipe need to align with so use this line to align with the gutter, and you will see the overflow will be 25 mil lower than that. Okay, so maybe need to So SD shade. So let's have a look again. So that's it. So yeah, maybe we need to change the width to match the color. So that's it. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye.